Welcome to round 2 of the GTTCC Touring Car Championship here at Sardinia, A in reverse. Stu low on pole, got me in second, and we got Tricky Tree in third. As you can probably see, the Audi TTs don't get off the line very well, so that's all changed. So we've got Tricky Tree in first, got a great start with the four-wheel drive Scooby. Probably as you've guessed from the title, there are lots of incidents in this race. So I apologise to all of you guys if I've missed some of them, because there was just too much action going on throughout, but I just couldn't capture it all. Apologies there. But yeah, the track basically is a fast track with lots of right-hand bends, a couple of lefts, not very high degradation on the tyres, but as you can see, off we go. So at the moment we've got Tricky Tree, Stu Law, we've got Bruder Bala now in third, and we've got Chichi in fourth, White Shark Ben in fifth, James Harbin in sixth, and me in seventh. So we've got Team Pasty, Ginsters running in team order, but we might find something out later on in this race. But yeah, so far all good. Here's a bit of an incident here. So we've got obviously Bruder Bala not covering the inside and leaving the door open. Chichi goes. So we'll have another look, see what you think of this. So this was one of the first incidents, so yeah, definitely wide, but bit questionable, isn't it? Don't know who's right or who's wrong there, but that was one of the first incidents. So we'll go back to the racing. It's got White Shark Ben now, who benefited, so he's into third. Got Chichi recovering. Poor Subaru looking a little bit battered already, bless him. Then we've got obviously Team Pasty following closely behind in the Lamborghini and the Audi TT. So, and the rest of the field following through. So we've got full grid, 15 racers in this one. So top of the league at the moment on joint points are Tricky Tree and Mungino. Mungino currently in 8th though, so we've got Tricky Tree now in the Subaru in first place, pulling out. Bit of a commanding lead, however Stu Law is on it. Oh, and I go wide and hit the barrier, and that drops me from a lovely 5th or 6th, and I'm down to 9th. So kind of ruined my race. Just understeered a little bit behind James's car, just from that fast left-hander off turn 1. But yeah, all kicking off. We've got Nissan Elvis in the Audi TT as well. Got the GTR there of Eston 84. We've then got Diablo, who had a bit of a bad start. He went wide on the first corner and hit the same barrier I just did. Got JPH 99, we've got Viali, and we've got MLA 75 bringing up the rear at the moment. Yeah, starting to kind of settle down a little bit. It's starting to space out, but still very close in some groups. So again, that McLaren looking lovely, the Vodafone McLaren. We'll go back to the front. I'll have a look. Oh, we've got Stu Law making a move. Can he make it stick? No, but he's so close. And the Audi TT is quick round this track. Even though there's some sharp corners where you are entering first gear, you can get good traction. And let's see. We've got Stu Law there in a perfect place. So is he going to be able to get past it? Is he going to get in the slipstream, which he is? So he is there. Yeah, he pulls out. Is he going to make this first corner stick? Are they going to be respectful? So fastest lap so far to Stu. He had a cracking pole lap. First corner. Yeah, both of them. Doesn't go defensive. We've got Tricky Tree biding his time there. We've got obviously Chichi and we've got James. Hard on the brakes for Chichi, turns it in, gets on the power. Again, these well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, all four-wheel drive. Only me and the front-wheel drive at the back of that lot. Chichi just catching that curb a little bit. No doubt in homage is car to Colin McRae, pro driving the 555 Bat car. There we go. So I've managed to get past Mongino. He clipped the curb a little bit, left the door open for me to squeeze through. Nissan Elvis, lovely looking Audi TT at the back. No hairdressing pun intended. Looking good, my friend. So some tricky corners on this one. If you don't kind of hold that inside curb, it kind of pushes you wide. It looks like almost, it doesn't look off camber, but it feels like it when you're driving it. You got me recovering, so gone from 9th obviously into 7th. I'm going to have a go down the inside at White Shark Bend and I'll make it stick. Little touch. Overtake of the week maybe there, possibly. Got James in front kicking up a bit of dust, but all getting a little bit closer now, so back up to 6th. James in 5th. Bruder Ballard, he pulled a move, so he's in 4th. Chichi in front of him in 3rd, so got the GTR all over me. Clip a little bit too much of that. Go a little bit defensive. Just hold the middle of the track for a little bit. Hard on the brakes. Oh, White Shark looking. I give him a little bit of room just in case. Again, coming out of there, the Audi TT, once you're out of 2nd gear, 3rd gear, it just starts to pull like a train. I'm going to go down this little hill, up the other side, sharp left-hander, which is a braking zone. So on the brakes into that corner. Hard on. Oh, go wide, very wide. Does it let White Shark? Oh, he doesn't manage to get back through, luckily. So still holding position. Come on, Phil. Bit of a scrappy night. So this is race 1. Race 2 is at Nürburgring GP circuit. So again, we changed cars. So these are Group 4s. So I've got the Audi TT there for this track, and the next one, the NSX. For example, Tricky Tree, he's running the Subaru at this track, and then in the next one, he's on an Alpha. So we've all got to run different drivetrain and a car from a different region. Got Team Pasty Ginsters, so we're back into team positions, 5th and 6th, pulling a little bit of a gap to White Shark. Just trying to close up to these guys in front. We're gonna skip back in a sec just to have a look at another incident that occurs. So it does involve the two from before, so Bruder Ballard and Chichi. So we're gonna have a look at this one. So we're on board with Chichi at the moment. So he hasn't gone defensive, so he's sticking to the outside. Got Bruder Ballard with a bit of a run on him, obviously in the slipstream, and that's Chichi gone. So he's gone from basically 3rd place, and he ends up dropping all the way down to 12th. So also goes a little bit wide here and has a bit of a spin, which doesn't help. Collects a few people, gets going again, waits for a gap. Yeah, so a tricky one to kind of comment on. It's if you look at it, Bruder Ballard was not alongside, he wasn't level with the rear wheels, but again, Chichi didn't close the gap. So for me, it's kind of a bit like that first incident. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but yeah, I'll let you guys decide who's in the right or wrong on that one. Luckily it moved me and James up a place or two, well, 1 place anyway. So we've got James catching Bruder Ballard. I'm just behind James, so not too far off. At the front we've got Stu Law now in front of Tricky Tree. That Audi obviously down on the main straight, just too quick for the Subaru, but we got Stephen, Tricky Tree, just holding on to the back of him, benefiting from this slipstream. And the TT, you just see it on the straight, just starts to pull a gap. So got a 1:47.809 as the fastest lap so far. Quick lap. Stu using all the road and a little bit more. Oh, we got Tricky Tree going for the inside move. Yeah, gets it done. Does he make it stick? Parked it on the apex perfectly. Yeah, great overtake there from Tricky Tree. Off we go. So we're on board with them both. Stu Law and the Rebel Alliance. Again, cracking livery on the Audi. I think this is where the four-wheel drive's out with these tight two right-handers, so kind of turn 2. You'd make that kind of what? Turn 4, turn 5, not quite sure, but over those slower corners, then the Subaru's got a bit of an advantage, but for the rest of the corners, the Audi definitely, and particularly this one, this long right-hander, third gear, Audi just reels back in the Subaru. Just looking behind, so we've got Bruder Ballard and we've got James right behind him. Got me off the back of James a little bit, so really close. So 2 four-wheel drive cars here, different continents. You got me just in the background trying to hold on. Here we go, start finish straight, down the hill a little bit. Got this left-hander coming up, really fast left-hander, flat out, maybe a slight lift. Is James going to go for it? Oh, gets covered. Ooh, nearly going to send him the dummy. Makes Bruder Ballard go tight. Can he get good drive out the corner? Oh, he's right on him. Going to be tricky though. This is helping me a little bit catch up to the back of them. You can start to see me coming in shot. So far we're just over a third of the way into the race. So Subaru, Lamborghini, Audi. See James' tyre wear is really good, even though the Lambo is very, very heavy. It does manage the tyres quite well. It doesn't scrub the fronts too much. It wears them quite evenly. And certainly not the quickest car around here. So all getting a little bit closer now. Oh, Bruder Ballard goes a little bit wide, gets on the gravel, but manages to hold on. The advantage of having the four-wheel drive. Cracking shot through those 2 corners. All getting very close now. So we'll be coming up to pit stop soon. So just like last week's race, got no fuel, so the tanks on these cars stay full throughout the whole race. If only that was true in real life. But we do have tyre wear on, so tyre wear is 3 times. So James makes that move, gets past him, well done. Good move around the outside. So that's Bruder Ballard in a pasty sandwich now. Nice, the filling in between the pastry. Got Stu Law, he pitted early. He does, you know, he gets really, really quick times out of the Audi TT, but I think he seems to suffer with maybe a little bit of harder tyre wear than some of us. So can James maintain his position? Doing good so far. Again, this right hand corner, third gear. Yeah, he's still there at the moment. All very close. Got James second, Bruder Ballard third, me fourth, Stu Law fifth. Good round those corners. Really is coming up to pit stop windows though. James again, good drive. You got me. Gonna have a look down the inside of Bruder Ballard. He goes into the pits, so that's us. So we've got James now in first. Tricky Tree pitted, but he does get out just in front of us. There he is. So we've got me kind of closing in, and I think I'm going to have a look at the both of them. Down the inside, hard on the brakes. Very, very late. Oh, James, yeah, James covers it. Got past Tricky Tree. Stu Law all over the back of Tricky Tree, but bearing in mind he is now Tricky Tree on fresh tyres. Did try and give James a bit of a push there, but he wasn't having any of it, so I decided to go around the outside and then have the inside for that next corner. But drag race now. The TT should win this. Got me in first. It's tight though. That Lambo's not exactly slow. Again, this left-hander, I've got the inside lane, and then we've got this right corner. So 3 of us, 4 all fighting. So first place definitely up for grabs. Stu Law a little bit wide, touches the wall. So all very close. Quite neat at the moment, but got Tricky Tree all over the back of me. My tyres now are a little bit old, so we're going side by side in these last series of bends. Luckily it's a right-hander, so the TT does win out here. However, as you'll see, I start indicating, God knows why, and pull into the pits. So I have a pit stop. James hasn't pitted. Stu Law's already pitted. Tricky Tree's already pitted. So effectively they've got about 6 or 7 seconds on, well, certainly on me. Not so much James because he's still there. So here we go. I'm back out in 5th. So we've got Bruder Ballard who has pitted. So he had a good outlap. He's in front of me in 4th. I'm behind him. So the fighting with Tricky Tree, Stu Law and James kind of cost me a little bit. So James under increasing pressure from Stu Law. Again that TT. Tricky Tree. James, Stu Law. All over the back of him. Does he go for that inside move? He does, but it's a right hander. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does, all the way around the outside. Cracking overtake. Can he hold it? Or is he going wide? No, he held it this time. So then Bruder Ballard, then you've got me. Desperately trying to recover. You know, qualified in 2nd. Bad start. Kind of not the car to use off a grid, if you like. I think if it was rolling starts, the TT would be pretty much unbeatable, but it's very hard to get off the line cleanly. There we go. So James, is he going to pit? No, he's not. He's gonna stay out. So getting now, we've pretty much all pitted. Positions are settling down. So got Monguinho now just pitting. So he was on soft tyres. So got Viali pitting. JPH, they pitted. You see me trying to catch Bruder Ballard. Must apologise to him as well. Called him French in the last race, and he's certainly not French, so I do apologise. Got Chichi making a hell of a recovery, so he was in 12th. He's now up to 7th. So a cracking effort from him to recover after having that incident. Munguinho 6. Chichi chasing him down as well. He's on Munguinho's tail. Got Ivan 420, very quiet in this race in the GTR. We've got Diablo right behind him though, putting him under pressure. Oh, Diablo goes a bit wide, and we've got... Well, I had JPH a little bit sideways there in the Mitsubishi. The Ferrari. The McLaren. Got another GDR. S-Don84. Got Nissan Elvis and the other TT. Then we've got White Shark Ben. Don't know what happened with White Shark, because obviously he was doing really, really well. He was up near the front in 3rd place at one point, but unfortunately, whether it's just the track or the car, it's just not suiting him. So, there we go. Just having a back look through the field. Ferrari 430 making a great noise. Under pressure though. These three very, very tight throughout the race. Onto that start finish. So chasing Bruder Ballard down. Can I catch him? So we're now 2/3 of the way through the race, so 9 minutes to go. A little bit quicker this time. It was just a shame for qualifying for me. There was for my second last lap, I was over half a second up on the first split, but then just lost it throughout the rest of the lap. But Stu Law was 0.2 of a second up from me, so I was hoping I would have maybe have pipped him, but just couldn't do it. A little bit understeer there. So catching him though. Just trying to keep it smooth, keep those front tyres intact. Last series of bends, second gear for this corner, on the power early, straighten the car up. And this is where the TT comes into its own, so there we go, slightly faster lap. A little bit too much curve there. Hard on the brakes. So we're on lap 13, 4 more to go. So good gap behind me to Chichi, so kind of safe there, but he's in 6th now. He got Munguinho. Great recovery drive from him. There we go, getting close now. So Bruder Ballard, he's driving well later in this race. He's, you know, not making any mistakes yet. And I put him under a bit of pressure though. Yeah, here we go. It's that faker. I look down the inside. Oh, he goes wide. So first bit of pressure is telling on him. Makes a small mistake. Where am I going to get him though? So James quite a way ahead in front. Not many laps left. 4 to go. Get good drive out of there. On the power really early. in the slipstream. 144, 5, 6, 8, early 150, 150 on the inside. And he hits the wall. Yeah, you can't take that corner too wide. It just sends you wide, pulls you into that little sticky out barrier, and that's it. Luckily, it kind of pushes you back into the track. So once you unghost, you can carry on. But yeah, so I'm in 4th now. So I've got my partner in crime in front of me. So Team Ginsters. Looking for a good result here. James 3rd, me 4th. James hasn't pitted, so his tyres are maybe suffering a little bit. But we'll see. See what happens. So apologies to the rest of the guys. I'm sorry I didn't have much time to kind of look at all the action and get separate shots of everybody. So I kind of left it on my car because I'm doing the video. So apologies if I've missed you. I will try and do better on the next race sometime this week. Yeah, so I'm kind of putting in 148. So I've got a 148 680, 148 187, and a 148 680. So that's the same time. Yeah, exactly the same time. Lap. No, it's just repeated it. Lap 13 is the same time. So 2 148s. We'll have James though. So James, unfortunately, struggling at the top end of the 149s and the 150s. So it's almost a second a lap. But we don't have many laps left. We really don't. So really pushing hard. Getting on the brakes late. Making sure I'm neat and tidy. Trying to get the power down cleanly. But it's getting close. I can see him. I can almost smell his exhaust fumes. Come on, Audi TT. Still make a couple of errors trying to catch James, so I had a couple of light touches on the inside of corners. But it did only cost, you know, a few hundreds, not even. But it's getting really close towards the end of this race. It's about a second, maybe just over. Starting to get into slipstream. Let's have a look. So Lambo sounds mint. So it's getting closer, but not that close. But James driving well. He's on the power really early. Can he hold on? But yeah, there's the lap times. 150, 176. You know, what's this one? It's a 154.86. So I'm going to back off a lot through there. So lap 16. 28 minutes we're on, so 2 minutes left of this race. So we should complete this lap and then another one. So when I was saying 17 laps, I think that's what it's going to be. You can see now every single corner getting closer. Physically, you can see the difference. Clip the corner a little bit there, but not too hard. So team orders. So this is where we start discussing what's going to happen. So we're on team chat, and I'm trying to say to James, what we doing? Are we fighting for this race? Or are we going to finish in team order? And so it just clips the Armco there. He got me really, really close now, so I'm on much, much fresher tyres with me pitting. So James hasn't pitted. He tried a no-stop strategy. He's a bit wide. So again, just gives me more opportunity to close up. Oh, here we go. But respectful. No lunges down the inside, but again, now is the TT. This is where it comes into its own, and this is where multi-21 just goes out the window. So it's each to their own. I got the inside for the corner. Stay tight. Do try and cover the inside line. So we are racing. Hard on the brakes. James got the outside, so yeah, I'm on the apex, so I kind of parked it. And I think that's game over. Unless I make a mistake. So we've got me now in third, and I can see just up ahead Stu Law really, really struggling. So his front tyres are shot. Got Tricky Tree miles out in front. You know, he's got 5, 6, 7 seconds to Stu, so we're not going to catch him. Excellent race, my friend. Well done. So I'm chasing after Stu. Again, every single corner, kind of reeling him in. Just looking back through the field. So Chichi 6th, Munguinho 7th, Bialy 8th, JPH. So unfortunately, because we crossed the line before the finish line, they've actually completed their race from 11th to 15th. The rest are still all racing. So we've got Chichi, last set of corners. There we go, start finish straight. Got Stu Low in second, and to be fair, he just held onto that gap, so I couldn't really catch him. It was close in the end, but not close enough. We've got James still chasing me down. So Team Pasties, 3rd and 4th. Multi-21. So me doing the static on the radio. Can't hear you. Yeah, cracking race. Full of incidents throughout. Scott and Bruder Ballard, they had 2. There was a few more, but overall round 2, first race of round 2 at Sardinia, on track A in reverse, all now completed. So once again, folks, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you again for the next one.